Alright, I don't know how to start this video, but if you're excited for Train Sim World 5, please do not watch this video. I am serious. If you are excited for Train Sim World 5, please do not watch this video. I don't want to ruin your excitement. I don't want to ruin the hype, but I gotta give my thoughts and my opinions. I just finished watching the Train Sim 5 reveal announcement direct, Dovetail Direct event video thing. And in short, I am not excited. And this video is going to basically just be about me kind of venting and sharing some of my personal thoughts and opinions on the direction and the decisions and the features of Train Sim World 5. Some things you will not agree with me on, and that's okay. You have a right to your own opinion, and I have a right to mine. But again, the point is, I'm just not excited. I'm a train simmer. I do love trains. I do love locomotives. I love trains all over the world, right? Not just American trains. Just because I'm American and I prefer to drive and look at American trains, I still enjoy to do some running in the UK, in London, in Germany, in Poland, different areas, right? I like it. I'm very open-minded, and I'm very optimistic towards Dovetail games and Train Sim World. I am a Dovetail Ambassador, so I do want to put that out there for those who hate Dovetail Ambassadors. You can hate me too, but they do not tell me that I have to say anything in particular. I don't have to be nice to them. I don't have to say that I like their game. I don't have to say that I like their decisions. I am free to give my own opinion, and again, that is exactly what this is. I just do not agree with many of the decisions. Train Sim World 5, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be excited, but I'm not. But you know what? I like to be positive, so let's start with the positive. I do like the idea of this starter pack, this free starter pack. They definitely did listen to the community. Many people have been complaining about the yearly releases of Train Sim World and feeling like it's not worth it to upgrade, not worth it to buy the new game. And I get that. I feel that. The starter pack is kind of an answer to that. It's like, hey, listen, I understand you don't want to buy a game every year. Get the starter pack, get a free upgrade. You just don't get any of the Train Sim World 5 or the new gen routes, right? You keep your old routes if you already own Train Sim World. You get the new UI, many of the new core features. You just don't get anything that's associated with the new routes. So I'm not against that decision there. So speaking of features coming to Train Sim World 5 that are new, we have the route hopping, we have fast travel, we have some updates to photo mode, very small updates to photo mode, a conductor mode, and that's basically it. That all to me sounds like stuff they could have just threw in an update. A major update, of course. It's not a small thing. Don't want to discount that, but I don't think that those features call for a whole new game. They didn't even upgrade the engine. We're still in the same Unreal Engine 4, I believe. I don't like the decision to drop a new Train Sim World every year, first of all. I'm glad we're not doing the whole Train Sim World 2024 thing, but we're doing the same thing. Train Sim World 5, 6 next year, 7 the next year, 8 the next year. Like, I would prefer to just do a Train Sim World. That's it, period. And then you can drop major content updates yearly. Like, you could have packaged this up together as a content pack that you could have released at the exact same price that you're requesting a new game, and it just been an update. Now, I get it, right? I got to see this from both sides. You know, the marketing side would not be as effective if it's an update versus if it is a whole new game. You can do so much. You can put it on the wish list and things like that. I get it, but there's ways you can market it to that not to be a factor. But yeah, I don't like that. I do like the new route map. We've been begging for this forever. So the route map feature, I think that's probably one of my favorite things about Train Sim World 5 is that they're finally giving us an actual map, an actual working, useful map in Train Sim World. So that's good. But again, that could have been an update, not a whole new game. Another thing I noticed while watching the Dovetail Direct live stream is just how lopsided the content is What do I mean by that? So every single release, right, you get a new UK route, a new German route, and a new US route. Well, it's no surprise that the main like kind of audience for Train Sim World is UK and Europe, specifically Germany, right? So Train Sim World, I hate to say it, but technically it's really just Euro Train Sim World or Train Sim Europe. It's not really Train Sim World, it's Train Sim Europe. Or Train Sim UK or whichever. And we got some US content to kind of, you know, tease us a little bit. But that's kind of the point. I think that's probably one of the main reasons why I'm not so excited, is because for one, none of the kind of like the wish list features that I was kind of hoping for a whole new game to bring, like multiplayer, for example, which I don't know if they're ever going to do, VR support, which there is. Let's go into that now. I'm thinking about it. Train Sim VR was also announced. Again, I'm sorry, there's no outline to this video. This is just me ranting about kind of my first reaction to the whole Dovetail Direct event. But Train Sim World VR, New York, very specific. So I've been personally a person who's been asking and wanting VR for Train Sim for a very long time. So I'm glad that they're actually, you know, paying attention to that and doing something about it. But I just feel like with this particular route that they went, doing Train Sim World VR New York, it's too specific. It's for one, it's only on the New York route, and then also it's only supported on the Meta Quest. I don't have a Quest. Many people don't have Quest. I don't see people buying a Quest just to play Train Sim World. For one, I don't recommend the Quest if you're wanting to do PC VR gaming. If you just want to do like kind of some fun stuff around the house, like Beat Saber or whatnot, okay, the Quest is cool for that. But for like a train sim, a flight sim, racing sim, that's not the headset for you. Just trust me. There's much better headsets out there. They cost a little bit more, but point is, it's a very small market of people that can actually enjoy Train Sim World with VR, only being able to use it via the Meta Quest. That's the one issue. The other issue is the route, right? They chose just New York. It's just one one route. They didn't add VR to the core of Train Sim World, which is actually what we were all asking for that specifically. So it's like they heard our request and they tried to deliver them. They just didn't meet the expectations of, I'll say me. I'm not going to speak for the whole community because this is my own opinion, right? So I wanted VR incorporated into Train Sim World so I can use VR on every route with any VR headset. And we only get it in the Meta Quest and we only get it in New York. So that's a bit disappointing. So anyways, a bit of sidetrack there, but I did want to bring that up. The other thing, as I said, no multiplayer, right? They never promised multiplayer was coming. So I don't know why I'm disappointed. I got my hopes up for no reason, I guess. But there's no multiplayer still. So that's the thing. And then the other thing, as an American, all right, this is kind of where I think my main disappointment comes in. As an American, I felt like I really got no value out of Train Sim World 5. Because what's the main driver of train simulators in general is usually the routes, the route selections. I don't know who you are or where you're watching from, but most likely, if you're like somebody who lives in Germany, you're probably more keen and more excited and more interested in all the German routes. You might, you know, dabble in some American freight. You might dabble in some UK stuff, but like that's your home. That's close to home to you. That's how you connect. And so you love the German stuff, or maybe you're from the UK or you're whatever, right? You kind of connect with the stuff that's most familiar to you. And for me, as an American, I can't help but connect with the American roots. And I feel like I do speak for the entire American train sim community in the fact that, sadly, in the last years, since like Train Sim World, since Cajon Pass, maybe before then, we have been really neglected. We have not really gotten the attention that we feel we deserve. We've gotten very little content and very little content updates, and the content we do get is not at a great quality as well. And so a lot of the US train simmers are kind of disgruntled and are kind of giving up on Train Sim World. That's the truth. I've been talking to many of them, and many of them have given up already. They're playing other train sims, and you know, we all honestly, the truth is Train Sim World has no competitor right? Nobody does it like Train Sim World does, and so we're forced to settle with these other train sims or games that are not necessarily what we want, right? It's like Train Sim World is like right there. They can do it. They have the platform, but it's just like they gotta push a little bit farther to kind of get there, and it's just they never really have in the past delivered completely, right? It's always fell short here or there. Again, you can't make everybody happy. I get that, but when you consistently not make the same people happy, it definitely wears on them. And I feel that on me right now. It's like we got no fresh new content for Americans of in Train Sim World. We got the San Bernardino line, right, which is new. Yes, that line is new, but it's gonna look pretty similar to Antelope Valley that dropped in Train Sim World before. We get the same train from Antelope Valley with a new skin on a new-ish logo. So it's not very fresh. And then we look at the roadmap looking forward. We have like one Boston route, again, an area we already kind of have, just kind of extends it. I don't know. Maybe it's better than I think. I'm just, I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, because I'm just, yeah. And then the route hopping idea, which is supposed to kind of answer the issue about, you know, being able to connect routes and merge routes together. Another massively thing that we have been requesting, all of the community, not just Americans, all of the community. Like, there's so many routes that connect and overlap in various routes that are offered in Train Sim World, and the fact that we have to go back to the loading screen to get to the new route is completely immersion breaking. And with the route hopping, you're supposed to be able to seamlessly move between routes with connected locations, but from what I understand, it's not as seamless as we think. You can go to the end of a route, and there'll be like some sort of prompt to allow you to go continue, for example, from San Bernardino line to Cajon Pass, but you can't just drive straight through from San Bernardino to Cajon Pass. You gotta do some kind of UI thing and hop, right? Which is probably going to be through a loading screen or some kind of UI thing that kind of breaks you out of the scene and then places you into the new route that you want to hop into. And it's going to go the same way with every route all over the world. So it might be better than I thought, right? I have not played Train Sim World 5. This is not a review. I've already warned you. If you're excited for Train Sim World 5, don't watch this video, because I don't want to disappoint you or get you upset or ruin your excitement. I'm just giving my opinion. Right, and you guys are definitely feel free to leave your opinion down in the comments. I'm curious what you guys think as well. But yeah, so the route hopping thing I don't think is gonna be as exciting as I hope. Fast travel, great idea, love that. The live map, great idea, love that. But at the end of the day, it's a content pack with some core updates similar to Rush Hour with the title Train Sim World 5. The route selections over on West Coast Mainline and Germany don't look too bad. That could be pretty fun to run, so I'll definitely try those out. I'm not saying I'm not going to play Train Sim World 5. I'm going to play it. There's no other option. There's no other game for Train Sim to play. So I'm going to play Train Sim World 5. You'll see some videos come out from me. I will do a review. But at the moment, until I get my hands on it, I can't find myself getting excited about it. And this is just my raw reaction. I know, a bit long-winded, a bit unorganized. I don't normally do videos like this, but Train Sim World 5. Here we go again. I believe in you, Dovetail. I do. I hope you know that I hope you know this is constructive. I'm not bashing you guys, but I want to hold you guys responsible. I want to hold you guys to a higher standard, to what I want from a train sim. And maybe if that standard is not equal, maybe we have different thoughts, and maybe it's just not the game I thought it was. I don't know. But again, guys, sorry. Again, I don't like making negative videos. This is not meant to steer people away from Train Sim World. It's just, again, sharing my opinion. So share yours in the comments. I am curious. Not even sure if I'm going to post this video. We'll see. But until next time, guys, though, remember, you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm out.